Mm-hmm.
But I don't have the needle head, the injector to shoot
I'm
it
gonna
in.
rejoin so the.
Oh,
I
hey
think I
guys,
fixed my webcam. So
before you finish anything you're about to say, what's going on, everybody? It's Kelly, and welcome to Sub Sunday number 42. And we're live with Sim, Jordan, Cole, and eventually Joe's going to get in here, and then that'll be it for the day.
Yeah,
What's up, everybody?
42 episodes already.
How do you feel 42 in?
Like, I thought I did the first one last week.
Right? Is it just a blip in time, man? Just...
Dude, okay, you think about it, and it's like the first Sub Sunday was me sitting on in Jordy's house, sitting in front of the camera, reading questions off.
Right?
It didn't actually become like this until like episode 8 or 9 or something like that.
Constantly changing format, though.
Well, actually, it's stayed pretty true since it became this. The only thing
Well-
that I feel like Woody's gamertag, man. I can't keep a host.
Hey, it hurts. It hurts. I'm 2 for 2. I'm
The
2 for
truth-
2.
The
You
truth
know.
does hurt, right?
I know, right? So, we're trying a couple new features here. There's this thing called Broadcast, which I'm not sure what the hell it does, but you can click on the button, and the button does something, and whatever. You guys know the deal. Also, there's, of course, the Q&A section that's open, and so on and so forth. So I have no clue what we were talking about. So,
Okay.
let's talk about new iPhone.
Ooh, is it
I
really
got my
new?
order.
I didn't see the conference. Is it? I heard about the watch, but I didn't hear about the.
It's an expansion
Basically-
pack.
Basically,
It's
it's a
upgrade.
smaller phone. They just made it thinner. That's what they did. They made it thinner.
Okay, so I'm gonna. I actually have the status symbol.
It's an Android now. They turned it into an Android, right? Yeah.
Really?
Is it just bigger now? Did they just make a bigger phone, or?
Did
Is
they
it
Bigger,
change-
smaller. It's more processing power. It's just an upgrade. That's all it is. There's nothing like as far as there's a new operating system. There's a new watch on there too. And is my house on fire? What the hell? And it's like, but that's the feature of it though. Is like everything now is trying to push forward to wearable technology. Google Glass, the watches, Fitbits are big now too, and they're gonna have it with earbuds, Bluetooth, and belts now.
You know what's gonna happen here soon?
Belts? Hmm.
Belts, yes.
Here
The only-
soon. Very soon. We're going to go pick up our brand new phones, and it's going to be like, please remove your glasses. They're going to take out a giant needle and just inject it in our eye and put it in our ear. And that's going to be our phones.
You think
Hey,
so?
you want to do some FaceTime?
That's actually a real dream, man. That's gonna happen. I think
See,
you're
then
gonna
again,
be synced up. Like you're gonna have some shit put in you, and you're gonna be synced up. I'm gonna have the Shoddy Sim app, and I'm gonna look at it and be like, oh, good. It says that I'm alive here. It says that I'm still going. It says I should be hungry soon, which is weird because I kind of am. It's,
my blood pressure is a little high, but it says I should calm down, breathe through my nose and out.
Yeah.
There we go. Now I have my blood pressure just fine. It says my sodium's just a tad bit low. Hold on, let me get some pretzels.
Can you imagine that? Like somebody, like let's say you go into work and you get fired, and all of a sudden you get an alert on your phone that says, "It says you're angry. Are you okay?" Just like, yeah. Phone. Just got fired.
I am perfectly fine. Why?
Have you guys seen the feature for the iWatch or the Apple Watch where you could share your heartbeat with people? That is
But
so
why?
creepy.
That is
Yeah.
That is so creepy.
Oh my God! Could you imagine like hitmen like doing that? Like, are they dead? Are they dead?
Yeah, right. Make it easy
Are they
for them,
dead?
right? Well, that's
Yeah.
that's who they're targeting, though. Is that demographic? They really feel that they've been lacking in the hitman department. They really want to make
Yeah.
a device for
Definitely.
them, that they can use, and now they have that. So
Yep. Well, see, think about it. Think about it. All right. Think about how awesome of a pickup line that would be. Hey, baby, I'm gonna share my heartbeat with you.
oh my God, Kelly.
All right. So who has a watch? Samsung has a watch. Motorola has a watch, and now Apple has a watch.
And there's
LG has
also
a watch.
Yeah, LG.
What can it do? What do these watches do besides just monitor? Maybe they got like what are they? Just pedometer. Maybe you can. I think one of them you can
Notifications from your phone.
you can take a picture, right? You can just kind of.
Well, the gear you can take a picture. You can send text messages, I believe, to an extent, and you can answer your phone. And there's a couple little features. Because I've actually got to play with the gear. One of the guys I worked with at one point had one, and he's like, "This is cool, but it could be better."
Mm-hmm.
And a couple other Android watches. I muted myself while I said that. The Pebble and a couple other Android watches are a lot better. They have more features. They're just not as high powered as the Gear. And even then, the Gear is going to unlock and become, you know, more powerful because of the other Android watches that do have more features.
Yeah. And the Pebble's black and white, so that's kind of a downfall.
Yeah.
Is that
Pairs.
is that really the
The downfall.
yeah?
I mean, you have color and black and white. I mean, it's not the 1950s.
True.
Color and black and white. Oh,
Yeah, well.
okay. Keep going. Somebody got
I don't-
something?
Okay.
No, I don't see any of this being marketable though, because in the future it is branding, and they're going to make things like as these huge companies take ownership and try to push towards this. Everything is going to be that way. You know, you're going to have your iShirt synced up with your iWatch and your iShoes. And I'm gonna drive my iCar back to my iHouse. You know, this is and it'll be fine then because I have everything synced with me. I'm never ever away from it, you know. And so if I want to while I'm home, I can just say, "Hey, iCar, can you tell my iHouse to turn on the heat so it's not so cold when I get back home?" Car's like, "Yeah, fuck yeah, bro, I'll turn it on." You know,
What's my car
thanks.
talking to me?
Yeah, thanks, iCar. Hey, actually, before we go home, before you drive me home by yourself, iCar, can we stop by a restaurant? I want to get some food. He's like, "Yeah, fuck yeah, bro. Oh yeah, by the way, iCar, can you order this for me too, real quick? Before I mean, yeah, fuck yeah, man, I can do that. I'm the iCar, bro. I can do that."
And then as you're driving down the road, somebody in a Google Android car cuts you off, and you're like, "Hey, you cheap bastard! Get an iCar!"
iCar
iCar follows
insults
the
that
Android
Android
car.
car.
Yes, that's right. You know, you don't even have to do it anymore because you're going to be sitting there, fat. You know, your bones are going to be separated, and you're not going to be able to walk right because your phone and everything does everything for you. Oh, look, I have to take a shower. I shower, take a shower for me.
iChair carry me around.
That's right. I carry him around.
Is that a feature you guys would pay into? I mean, would you feel?
No,
Would you feel
honestly, it comes to a point of where I want to do some things just for myself.
Yes.
I don't want to get to the point of where everything is doing stuff for me, and then I really don't have a point to live, because what am I gonna do?
Have you had sex before? It is amazing. I would do that if given the choice. I would continue to do that all day, every day. But so far that I've not been allowed to do that. So
I have kids
Good point.
and a job, man. I get when I can, I get what I can.
that's the truth.
Yep. It's like, can I? Yeah. Okay. I can do this. All right.
And
But
no hit on that.
Yeah. My thought is this with this whole thing is I'd like to have a certain aspect of control with my stuff. Don't get me wrong. I have an iPhone 5S. My job bought it for me, and I appreciate it all day long. It's my personal phone now and my work phone, and it does a lot of things. But there's one thing it doesn't do. Doesn't live my life.
But you're always going to have that, though, and these technologies are going to make it so that you can do and enjoy that stuff, but on a different plane. Like, you can have it recorded, constantly monitored. Everyone can see you do this, or maybe just have some sort of record. There'll be certain selling points, and maybe I can't come up with them right now on Sub Sunday, but some executive somewhere will come up with a practical use for a reason why you want that, or even if it's just a clever marketing ploy. Even if you don't need it, they'll make a reason to why you think you need it because it's the coolest thing.
I put a link in the chat to a smart trash can. It will catch your trash if you throw it in the air.
That's what I'm talking about.
Dude,
That's pretty.
that's what it's all about right there.
Well, I don't need that, but someone for like Kelly,
I don't
it
care, I
would be
want
perfectly fine.
I want it. Now, I don't need it either, but I want it because I would do you have any idea how much more exercise I would get during the day with that thing?
Well, first off, Is that how you throw stuff away? Do you just throw it in the air? Like you just?
No,
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 Or
hell no, dude.
you're just like, wait a second, listen, I have a problem because I can't just throw it away. I have to throw it in the fucking air every time. So I wonder if there's is there a product out there where someone can help me out with this? It's a disease. It's really hard. I just
But if you think of it like this, if your friends don't know that the trash can catches all your trash, you can be like the best basketball player in the world. Just be like, all right, I'm just.
Hell yeah. hey,
Or when
hey, guys.
they throw trash on the ground, they get freaked out from that trash can. Scares the heck out of them.
Well, that's when you gotta be like, what trash can? What are you talking about?
all,
Like,
all of a sudden, your friend drops a wrapper, and all of a sudden the trash can comes out of nowhere. Rah 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 rah! Rah! And he was, oh shit!
Sorry, my trash can hates when you litter.
Yes.
Have any of you guys gotten Destiny?
I have. And
Um.
I was pretty stupid because I thought, like all games, I bought it digitally,
Ow!
and I thought that I was going to be able to get it at 12, and then I stayed up all night till 12 thinking I could play it, but then I read the little fine print and it said, comes out at 3:05 a.m.
I did the same thing.
I was like,
And as soon as I
oh.
bought it, I saw 12 PST, and I almost threw my PlayStation.
Oh my god.
I don't blame you, dude.
I,
I'd throw my PlayStation too.
I heard mixed reviews about it.
I like it. I think it's a really good game.
Yeah.
I heard that people were up in arms because of lack of content.
It's about a 12-hour campaign with not very good story.
Yeah, the story does. I thought the story would be more compelling, but it kind of. I'm like about halfway through the campaign right now, but it doesn't really seem like it's going to be like the campaign that we'd all hope it would be.
All right, so this is the
No.
campaign. Everything you want to be explained, they're not going to explain it at all.
Yeah, no clue. They just kind of like leap from this to this to this to this, then they introduce this, and you're like, wait, but what was that last thing?
There are 3
And-
characters in the entire game that speak, and your character doesn't speak.
That's a bummer.
Well, wait, your character speaks, but like it's kind of like only to the ghost, and it's
Yeah.
in like certain cutscenes and like it'll be like 3 cutscenes in the whole entire campaign where
Yeah,
he
there's
says
3
something
characters.
like shut up or something like that. It's just real stupid.
Okay, so I've been watching Magmar play it. Okay, and to me it looks like, oh look, it's Borderlands or Halo Borderlands 2.
Yeah, basically.
That's exactly what it is. But the nice part about that is that it's Halo Borderlands 2. How many hours did you play Borderlands for? How many hours did everybody play Halo for? You know, so you get a good mash of the 2 games together. And I agree that there is not enough content. There needs to be fuckloads more random events, more public events, and more actual campaign stories and side missions and stuff like that. And if they do DLC, it shouldn't be stupid, expensive DLC. I think the DLC should be cheap, and they should do copious amounts of it.
Did anybody buy the
seems to
DLC
be
right off the bat?
pretty cheap. I did. It was $30, and you get all 3 DLC. Well, the first 3.
Oh, the first 3?
Oh.
Yeah. So
And-
$10 a DLC. $10, yeah.
I have not bought a game in quite some time, actually. There has not been one that I've actually been like, you know what, I want to play that one. This really hasn't been. There's been a lot of close ones. Like I wouldn't mind trying out Destiny and see what it's all about, and or maybe some other games. But there's really, I don't know. I don't know what it is. I used to have such passion to be like, I'm so excited for this game to come out, and I really don't have that anymore. Maybe I have it for Little Big Planet 3, but I don't know. Is it just me, or is it really truly just a selection of games that's kind of right now?
Well, it's
Just
a selection of games right now. I mean, the one game I'm really looking forward to is Dying Light, and even then,
Can you refresh my memory what Dying Light's all about?
It's a zombie game.
Yeah, it's made by the folks who did Dead Island, and it's like a free-running zombie horror game, like at night. Like Dead Rising, at night, the zombies become super-powered, and it's got a lot of the jumping and running crap from Titanfall, more or less, what it looks like.
Oh wow! Basically it's like a free run, like Mirror's Edge in a kind of way.
Yeah, Mirror's
that kind
Edge zombies.
Okay,
Yeah,
I got it.
except for it's played It's set up like Dead Island missions, but
Mhm.
it is a little bit more in depth. Like if you choose to do this and then do this, the outcome is a little bit different. Like you've spent more time outside of the safe zones, and it causes and you're more apt to get hurt and killed.
All right,
Oh.
let me bring up something then here, because maybe my argument is flawed, but I'll retort with this that both sides, actually also including, well, maybe not the Wii, but I think what's lacking is not the amount of games, because there are quality games that are out for both systems. I will say that, but it's just the lack of diversity. It really only seems to be kind of one type of game, like maybe like a sports simulation type game or a racer type simulation type thing, or more of like this kind of a adult kind of friendly, Shadows of Mordor, like a Diablo 3, Dragon Age Inquisition, these kind of long. I don't know. I'm more of a fan of like more of something more playful and just kind of something that stands out. These really just seem to be kind of more of the same. One solo person on the cover, epic background, you
Mhm.
know,
Oh
sword,
no!
gun in hand,
Everybody
debris.
everybody wants the next Call of Duty. I'm
Yeah,
not
they're
I'm
getting
not
a piece.
specifically saying Call of Duty itself, but everybody wants the game that's like Call of Duty. So everybody who's made a game is sticking to a formula. And then you have indie gamers, which indie gamers come out with some pretty fantastic freaking games. And they have a lot
Yeah.
of awesome games. Like I played Brothers, Tale of Two Sons recently, and
It's a good game,
Have
right?
you finished it?
yes. Yeah, I finished it. It was 2.5 hours, maybe
The
3 hours.
ending is crazy.
The ending, dude, the feels at the ending of that game, the freaking feels.
It's like a punch in the heart.
It's like, has anybody ever seen Serenity? The
Yeah.
movie Serenity. You know that part where Wash gets speared?
Yeah.
Yeah,
R.I.P.
yeah. Like that. That's what it is. That's how it felt when you're sitting there going, "What?"
But
That's
how
how it
often
felt.
do games do that now, where when a casualty happens or something progressive like that, or yeah, ending like that in a story where you actually just go, "Damn, wait a second, let me have a moment to just kind of
The
yeah, let that hit for a little bit,
the
the
last game
time that
that
you put in."
the last game that did that for me was The Last of Us. The ending of The Last of Us, I just was like, oh my god.
Yeah, I agree. Like what was it all for, right? You're just like,
Yeah.
fuck.
And then I was like, I can't believe he just said that to her.
Yeah, yeah, right. It was definitely one of those. You're just like, fuck, I just did all that, and it was for the self.
Yeah, the
Well,
whole
no
like that ending
spoilers.
30 minutes, was basically a cutscene, was just crazy.
Yeah, but in the same way, they didn't know if it would have worked. I see his point, and I see the other points.
Yeah.
You know, I get both points on that one.
But that's the part of it though, is that no one else or their characters will never know. So you are that link. You're the person that's storytelling right there. Not too many again games would actually do that to make it
No,
so that you know the one thing that's missing out of it.
This makes
speaking.
me
Go ahead.
it makes me disappointed for Uncharted 4, where I read an article said that it would be lighthearted, more lighthearted than The Last of Us and Uncharted 3, which I was super excited for Naughty Dog's next game.
Yeah.
And I
Okay.
was kind of wanted a serious game and not a lighthearted one. What do you think about
Well,
that?
I mean, Dude Raider is always a very lighthearted game, regardless. Even when it gets dark, Drake is a very just humorful person. Regardless, I mean, even in the second one, when they cut out a lot of the stupid quips and stuff like that, he was still very, very full of just being obnoxious when he needed to be, you know. And yes, I did call it Dude Raider because it's freaking Tomb Raider with a dude. Okay, I don't care what anybody has to say
Boom.
about that. It is Dude Raider. Okay. That
Um,
sounds like a bad
Yeah,
game
dudes.
porn.
I feel terrible because I've never played any Uncharted games or Last of Us, so I'm just sitting here just listening to you guys talk.
You know what? And no one can put blame on you with that because there are so many games out now, and whether they be indie games or mainstream games with AAA club games, it's hard to keep track because there are only so many hours in a day, and obviously you
Mhm.
need to provide have yourself a means as well too. But to play that long for that, I mean, all those games too that's a lot of time, and
Yeah.
that's a passion, I guess, right there.
You do have to like the games in order to sit down. And if you want to get into them, try to get into them. But if you don't have the time, find something
Hmm.
you definitely want to play.
Mhm.
It's like the Darksiders. Has anybody played the Darksider games?
I have.
They
I've
take
seen it.
hours upon hours. I have at least 19 hours on the second game, and that's straight up grinding out the primary storyline and running through all the side quests as fast as I can.
Really?
Yeah, I did it all on stream.
Wow.
By the way, check out Zord Commander's stream.
That's right.
Link is below. Everybody, gotta check it out. Quality stuff. Rich Ramirez will talk shit about you for free.
That's right.
Oh, is Rich in the stream?
Rich hasn't showed up to the stream in a while. I haven't seen him. A lot of times people just don't show up to my stream, which sucks.
I
But it's
played,
also because I stream it at a funky hour too.
Yeah, it's
I
just
played
a lot of
Zord.
people are like in school now and they're doing things and.
Well, I stream at
very-
8 o'clock Eastern.
Oh, never mind then. They should be watching your streams.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I got like 400 and some odd followers, and at most 7 of them show up.
You know what I
Maybe
hate?
8.
I hate when you get someone who comes up in the stream, and even if you don't get that many people in the stream, they'll leave like this heartfelt comment that they like support you and that they love you and that they're gonna be there. Then you never see them again.
Then you never see them again. Yep,
Hey, man, life happens, bro.
I know. And I ain't mad at any single one of those guys that show up. I'm just kind of like.
But I am. You all suck. What are you doing? You like nuts, man? Because he's a good guy, man. He does it. He does it all for the fans. Sub Sunday.
He has a family. He has other things to do. Or you guys aren't grateful for what he does.
It's horrible. It's just disrespectful sometimes.
Yeah,
Don't worry.
I'm not worried about it. Anyways.
Okay, so
Speaking of which, before we move on to that, I do have to say that I did pose a challenge last Sunday that if by this Sunday coming up, if I can get up the 450 to get my motherboard and processor, by this Sunday, I will stream an address.
Oh.
And the person who donated the most gets to choose what kind of dress.
Oh, that makes me want to donate. Oh my god.
Ooh. I'm gonna
Sim's
get you
like-
a nice prom dress.
Sim's like, hold on a minute, let me check the bank account. You could be wearing
I
a
got
sundress.
Crewcast money sitting, dude. I can just donate some Crewcast funds your way. That's free money right there. Thank you, Crewcast. Thank you, crew for all your money. Fantastic. I'm still spending that cash.
There you
Still
go.
Blue Sage his $2.
All right. Anyways, Cole, go ahead, man.
So we were all talking about before the stream kicked off what Kanye West did.
What did he do?
And if you guys don't know, Kanye West, or Yeezus, as people like to call him, who pretends to be Jesus sometimes, he was at a concert, at his own concert, and he was Yeezus, yes. He was there, and he was entertaining the crowd. Everyone's getting involved, and everyone's like standing up, cheering for him. But then he noticed that there's a couple people who are just still sitting down. So he stops the show. And gets the whole crowd to start yelling at these guys in the front, like they're near the front row, for not standing up. And normally I would be like, okay, that's just what he's doing. It's his show. But the people he was yelling at were handicapped people.
Oh my god.
I mean, there was a guy in a wheelchair and a guy who was an amputee. They're not gonna stand up. They can't. Yeah.
Did he know? Did he know this?
Well, the video that I had linked, it shows that like when he calls them out, he's serious. Like he wants everyone to know that, hey, look at these two assholes who are holding up the show that you guys all paid for. Yeah, those two, right? That one's well, I guess it's cool if you're in a wheelchair, but are you sure that one's in a wheelchair? That
one. Whoops.
He
my
kind of after a while he tries to band-aid it, but it's just like the damage is done.
Yeah, it's already too late.
If you were Yeezus, you could go up there and make that wheelchair man walk.
Yeah,
It's miracles.
Okay, guys. If you were in the situation that you just called out handicapped people, what's your next move?
I would step off the stage, get them to clear out around the two guys, walk over there and go, I'm sorry, guys, you want to come you guys want to come and hang out with me on stage?
Yeah, you might want to be like, yeah, well, I'm sorry, maybe, I don't know. Get him something at least, an autograph.
Autograph, something like that, because you've just made yourself look like a complete ass. Now it's time to make yourself look better.
But he does that on the daily, though.
Yeah, that's just a part of his whole persona. That's just what he does.
He doesn't have to say anything. He can just wear the wrong thing, and people will be like, "Just look at this fucking asshole wearing rain boots in in the middle of July or something like that." Like, what the fuck is he doing?
He just wants to be noticed, and I mean, there's a lot of stuff that he does like on the daily that's just peculiar.
But that's still, that's just when he calls someone out like that for not standing up. It's just like, dude, I mean, they pay for those tickets. They can do whatever the fuck they want. Man.
Exactly.
Yeah,
That's how, and different people enjoy the concert in different ways, you know.
yeah.
I agree.
Like I can't dance, and so I don't. If I go to a concert, I'm sure people laugh because I will try to keep time. I enjoy the music, right? But because of how skinny and white I am, it's just comical to everyone.
It's uncomfortable for
It
me
is.
to listen to live music. I just stand
Oh,
there.
I thought you were gonna say it's uncomfortable to watch me. Yeah.
No,
I
that's
don't
one of
know.
my favorite things, Sim. I laugh.
Yeah, as does the world.
When I'm like listening to live music, everyone expects me to dance, and I don't. And it's kind of
To what music?
no, live music.
Oh, live music. Okay.
Why do you think
Yeah.
that is? Is that a like a token black guy thing?
Yeah, it is. It is. And I was like, yeah, go! And they're like pointing me, and I'm like, nah,
No.
no.
The
You
white
guys-
the white person is too strong in me to dance. I'm sorry.
That's
I-
funny.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I can't do that. I don't have rhythm.
I get the same thing. I'm the same color as you, Cole.
You're an Oreo?
Yeah.
Okay,
it's
cool,
just
dude.
bad. Yeah, man. Finally have someone else. It's just bad.
Here in a minute, they're gonna be like Oreo power.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Okay,
It's-
keep going. I'm sorry.
It's just bad when like I'm in a group of people and then all of a sudden like they like expect like we would go somewhere and then everyone's dancing or doing their own thing. Then you look over at me and I'm just kind of like shuffling. I'm just kind of like music. Yeah. And then like everyone's expecting me to know how to dance, but
It's okay, man.
Especially that was the same thing with at prom. At prom, at my school, everyone's like dancing and going hard, and I'm just kind of like, yeah, look at them over there. I'm gonna sit here. I'm not gonna go over there. I'm not a dancing person. I enjoy the music a different way. I listen. I'm sorry if I'm not a person who just.
I was in a long car ride with some friends, and we were like halfway through. They look at me and was like, "Can you rap for us?" And I was like, two things. I can't rap, and what am I, a monkey? Just dance? Dance.
Damn. My 2 years after my senior prom, we were all graduated. Everything. You know, we were all had gone on our own ways, and I was in the Walmart where I graduated, and somebody walks up to me and says, "I remember you. You danced with my girlfriend at prom." I'm like, "I did?" And it took me a while to remember, but
yes, that was me.
no, it was me. I danced with everybody at prom. Everybody. I went by myself. I picked up my friend, and he rode with me. I went to prom by myself, and I danced with everybody. Any girl that said yes, I danced with.
Oh, that must have been. I would be mad if my date, like if Kelly comes up and is like, "Oh, take," it," and they just go off and start dancing. And like,
At one point, I don't even remember what song it was, but it was playing, and I was just standing there. I don't care. Listen, I'm white. I got no rhythm. I just dance because it's fun. It makes me feel good. And I was surrounded by like 4 or 5 black girls dancing with me, and I'm like, all right.
hey.
It was like, it just like, I still get people randomly going, "You were the one who got in trouble at prom for headbanging." I'm like, uh-huh.
I
Who are
couldn't
you?
go to my prom, so.
How do you get in trouble?
They played, okay,
in
they
trouble
played
for
top
headbanging.
40s the entire time, and they played one song that wasn't even, couldn't even, it was Good Charlotte's Lifestyle, the Rich and Famous. And, you know, there are people that don't listen to the top 40 that go to school. And this was something that we were trying to get the Miss Sarvis, I hate that woman, still today, to understand that we like other music besides top 40. And we all started like a miniature mosh pit, you know, just having fun. And the skinniest, smallest girl was in there just like breaking ribs. She was vicious, man, with them elbows. Oh,
Just a random mosh pit shows up.
I didn't
Had a
start the
problem.
mosh pit.
You think
I
the
got in
teachers were just
trouble.
like, okay, this is what we trained for, everyone. Everyone, we had practice runs of random mosh pits breaking out. It happens all the time. Get the guns. We gotta go.
Well, see,
Let's roll.
we were having fun. We were playing with the song, playing around and having fun. And the teacher pulls me aside and blames me for it.
Yeah, of course. I would
And she's like,
too.
"You're not allowed to headbang." I'm like, "It's my senior prom."
Like, what do you expect me to do?
And
Like,
and then
there's
and
only
then,
one.
there's only one. And then we talked to the DJ to see if he would play another song, and he's like, "They warned me if I played another song like that, then I wouldn't get paid." I'm like, "That is some bullshit."
That does suck.
And we were like, "Oh, great." So we have to listen to top 40s for the rest of the night.
At my prom, a kid showed up drunk and peed on the dance floor. Like literally, just whipped it out and just started peeing.
That's what I'm talking about.
Good
Did
show.
he
Good
did he
show.
did he like realize what he was doing, or
He
did just
100%
not?
realized. He just thought it was funny.
That's the
He
way
was
to
like, this is gonna
go.
be so funny.
Have you ever
And then-
been so drunk that
Go ahead. You ever been so drunk?
that you thought pissing on the dance floor at your high school prom was a funny thing to do in front of everybody?
I got no
what kind of what what events led to that? He had to have been like, you know what? Yeah. Like, I mean, was he been talking himself up the entire night about it? Like, I'm gonna do
I
it.
think
I'm really
he was
gonna
with,
do it.
I think it was one of his friends was like, "Hey, dude, go pee on the dance floor." And he was like, "That's an awesome idea."
They will always remember that guy just pissed on the dance floor. Like,
Yeah,
that's gonna be a
that's
thing.
legendary.
It's legendary.
It's gonna be legend. Wait for it. Wait for it. Dairy.
Yeah, and then it ended with him not being able to walk across the stage at
Oh.
graduation.
See-
I feel
see,
your pain,
that's-
but you know what? They still called my name. They said I couldn't walk, but they still called my name, as if like, hey, everyone, we told him he couldn't come, but we said it anyway, so that way everybody who doesn't know the situation makes it seem like he was just fucking lazy and didn't
Didn't
slept
come to his
through it.
graduation.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh.
Yeah.
See, the thing at my graduation, this is what really made me mad. So I come from a urban area, we could say, and when you walk down, you'd walk down. First of all, we didn't have a stage. This was in like a baseball stadium where we had our graduation, so it was kind of like on the grass. We walked, and then you would walk up. You tell the announcer like your full name, and then they'd announce it, and then you just
Oh my God.
look like yeah, that's what it was.
Oh.
And the announcer was usually like a student, and then the principal and everyone was very strict. They're like, no nicknames, no nothing. So I went up there and I'm like, okay, I tell the guy my name. He says my name. I go out there, I shake hands with my principal, get my diploma, walk back. The guy behind me, his name's like Jigaboo something.
Johnson.
I didn't say it.
It's gotta be Jigaboo Johnson.
Okay, no, I'm serious. And then he gives he tells the announcer like, all right, this is my name. And this dude goes, okay, next up we have, and he says like the most ghettoest name in the world, and he's all like, woo! And he's like high fiving people. I'm like, what? And then like for the rest of the graduation ceremony, so my last name begins with a C, so I'm in the beginning, is all like, all right, we have Janae Twerk Goddess Johnson. Like what?
It just shout outs the rest of the ceremony.
The rest of the ceremonies is, and the parents are like, woo, Twerk Goddess, yeah. I'm like, oh, thanks.
Kid showed up to graduation when he walking across the stage. He wore cowboy boots, like
Nice.
halfway through his shins, knee-high cowboy boots.
That's
Dirty
awesome.
too. He didn't even clean them. Covered in mud.
That's
And
awesome.
then he went back to work after, right?
No, he rode out his Confederate flag with his Confederate flag on the back of his truck.
Okay, so my graduation, we were all okay. We graduated in the Conway High football field, freshly built. Instead of updating the building, they built a football field, and we were all in the okay. So you got the what the hell is that, lunchroom? And then there's a hallway to the gym and all the sports stuff. Anyways, we were all lined up in the hallway to the gym that led out to the football field. Okay, and we were all just standing there, bored out of our frickin' minds. and somebody starts beatboxing in the background. 4 more people start beatboxing in the background. Next thing you know, we got a Soul Train line going down from A to Z while we're waiting for these people. And everybody was involved. You know, just people singing and making noises, and we were like, yeah, yeah.
I have a topic.
right,
Wait, before we move on to the topic, there was a guy in my section, like I said, we were outside in a stadium, who decided to smoke weed
God.
in graduation. And I'm going to let you
idea.
know that this is our section, okay? And then you move up just a little bit, and then here is all the police. Like, the police went to our...
Damn.
there was like a group of them, because they thought that maybe that someone would fight or something like that, and so like I'm sitting down and I like see smoke, just like heavy smoke, and I'm like, what is this? Is something's on fire? Like what's happening? And I'll turn around and I see the dude like, yeah, and I'm just like, is this dude serious? And I tell the guy next to me, and he looks back. And all of a sudden, like everyone's like turning around, and then the person who's announcing looks over there and causes all the police to look over there, and they just take the dude away. And I'm like, are you that stupid?
That's unfortunate,
Stupid.
dude.
Come on.
That's-
It wasn't like he was gonna. It wasn't like he was trying to hide it at all. He was just out in the open. It's like,
No, zero fucks given, bro.
yeah.
Look what I'm doing.
Well-
That's still, that's just, what an idiot then.
Well, speaking of idiots, this man killed a dog and then fed it to his ex-girlfriend.
Yeah, I heard
What?
about this, man. That's, oh my god, what the fuck is that, that Greek story? Oh, the parents, the guy fed the,
Why
some
does it say
parents.
Eric something? What? Did you feed the dog to your ex-girlfriend, Sim?
Yeah, I did.
That's why they broke up. She was
That's
like,
why
I can't get down with this.
That's the real reason for the separation.
Oh, but it was a Pomeranian, so I mean.
That's good meat.
Have those
That's
two
good meat
giant
right
dogs.
there.
And you're talking about Titus, Sim. Titus. Titus killed the 2 people that raped and mutilated his daughter, and then fed the sons to their mothers.
Thank you.
Whoa.
Yeah, dude.
That's.
And then
That's
killed
pretty intense.
his daughter at the end because they had cut her tongue out and cut her hands off so that way she couldn't point at them and accuse them of rape.
Okay, so just
that's-
as long as someone was able to fill in the blanks there, I think we're okay.
Titus something. I can't remember what the whole title is called.
Sim, did you get to keep those 2 like massive dogs that you had?
No, she kept them both, and
Did you at least get the vacuum?
No,
He's like, damn it, you took the vacuum!
that both actually were funny because those are really the only things that we had argued about during the separation was the dogs and the vacuum, and I really wanted one or the other or both. You know, I would have gladly taken them, but no, she ended up with both.
You
I got a
didn't
new
have
vacuum,
fight
though.
Vacuum?
Do you have
Oh,
red
okay.
chin hair? Are you
My-
a ginger on your chin?
Yeah, I got a little bit. It might be the reflection, but there's a little in here. It's some brown.
No, oh, it looks red. It looks like a burning orange.
There's some
it
there's some copper wires in this bitch. That's for sure.
I don't have any red in my beard at all.
It's
Yeah.
not like
All right,
Kelly's
Bingley.
for sure, but it's definitely there. But whatever. I got a new vacuum, and she get to keep the dogs. My mom was really upset that she got to keep the vacuum. I'm not joking. She was really upset. She pulled me aside and she said, "That's really, she should not get that. You should get that vacuum."
What's the story with the vacuum? What makes this? What is the deal with the vacuum? I've heard jokes about the vacuum on Crewcast, but I never quite understood it.
Okay. I guess I'll give it a go. You guys ready for story time with Shotty Sim?
All right.
Yes.
Let me get prepared here. No, I'll get the other one. There we go. Okay. It was one of the crew casts, and I think it was
okay,
I had
hold
a
on,
closet
hold on.
in the background.
Hold on one second. Luke, talk to me. You can click on the thing that says "Be part of the conversation" right on it, and you can drop questions in the Q&A. Go ahead, Sim. Sorry about
So
that.
it was in one of my houses where there was a closet behind me. I think this is how it started, and if there is any historian, a crewcast historian that knows otherwise, then please correct me. But I had gone in there a few times, or left it open a few times, and it was commented often by I think Jeff Goodman maybe, or maybe someone else before that, that I had more than one vacuum cleaner in the closet. I had like two or three, and so they're just like, "Damn, Sim, you must really like vacuums, dude. Like you got a few of them in there. Like what do you got going in there?" And so it kind of came with a running joke after that. You know, maybe we'll put like some doofus in there from a scary movie. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Just because he likes to fuck the vacuum. I told you not to bother me while I'm cleaning my room. But I think that's how it went from that. And by coincidence, every time we had moved, whatever house I was into, the vacuum would end up just kind of either in the shot or kind of in the same room or something like that. Or not maybe at first, but it got there. Like one time it would just like be left out there and be like, "Oh, there's the fucking vacuum," and it was, I'm not kidding when I say completely unplanned every single time. The vacuum just came into play. So
So when you were leaving, did you steal any of her stuff?
I didn't steal. I know because I owned everything.
Backs to Oliver Earring.
I owned everything.
Yeah, bitch,
So
got the back part of your
when
earring.
I
You're not
when I
getting this
moved
back.
out, I cleaned out the house, dude. Like it just like everything just fucking came with it. And so I came back like 2 days later to help her with the internet because I left the modem there for her. And the house is just empty. Like,
Aw.
she's just sitting on a floor with just a wooden floor.
She's probably like, I made an awful mistake.
It felt really good. I'm not gonna lie.
So you moved out of the house?
Yeah, originally I was gonna stay in that house, but it was just taking too long. And it's just like it's not hard, goddamn, to find a house, especially in this area. Do you know where we're at? We're in northern Detroit. We're in Ferndale, Michigan here. Northern Detroit. It's so easy to find a house. Just what are you looking for? How much you want to spend? And there's your house. Boom.
I want to spend $2, and what can I get?
You probably get like a 4-story mansion there.
Four-story mansions are real here, and they are very affordable, dude. They're I'm not kidding you. They're like 280,000, I think, or like 300,000.
Holy
That's
crap.
that's very doable, kind of for.
Yeah. that
Okay,
seems,
so-
well, I wouldn't know
Is she
because
still in the house?
What's the? I moved out,
Okay.
and so I had
is
this
she
other
in the
house.
house?
Is she? She stayed in the house. She's in there, and two more people moved in. So I moved out. Two people moved in. She keeps
Wow.
both dogs, and then one of the other roommates that moved in has another dog too.
Oh my god.
So 3 dogs,
Ooh.
3 girls in that house. 2 of the dogs are
I like
girls.
the way this sounds.
Boy. And I assure you, it's probably fucking just a nightmare over there. There's probably just so many dogs running around everywhere. They all hate each other, from what I understand. So it's really awkward. She's asking, she said, "Why don't you take one?" And I'm at the point right now where I am in spite of her so much, where I just say, just keep the dogs. I don't, they're fuck you, they're your problem now, type thing. And I guess that's where it is. I don't know. And then it was
Fair enough.
pretty. It was kind of like just a handshake deal, like separate. Okay, shake and done. And I'm moving out. So.
So where are you now?
I'm like 2 miles away. This area is just so cool. This Ferndale area. It's just like this really young kind of area. It's very very lively downtown. It's just like it's the new hotspot. And right next door is another city called Royal Oak, and that is also a very hip kind of a huge nightlife. A lot of good shit. It's just it's a good area. There's a lot of stuff
Pretty
happening.
hip.
Yeah. I'm next to 2 major highways, so anywhere I need to go, I can just get there. It's a great
Pretty
spot.
convenient.
It's a good place to be. Yeah.
Okay.
So,
A lot
Kellen,
of shit. A lot of shit going on.
Yeah.
how do you feel about this news that Season 4 will be the last season of Legend of Korra?
That's awesome. That's fine. I expected it
watched
not
the
to
first
end after
one,
3, but it's the fact that this Nickelodeon cartoon that nobody really paid attention to until like halfway through it has made it almost 7 seasons is amazing. I mean, that 3rd season was fucking amazing.
It was.
Did they explain at all what happened before? Did they do any of the backstory, or does it still all
They
Korra's doing this? This is happening.
in the second season they explain about they tell the story of the first Avatar ever,
Ooh.
and then stuff happens, and the third season is absolutely amazing. I mean what was his name, the bad guy?
Zahir.
Zahir is voiced by Henry Rollins, which is
Nice.
hilarious. Yes.
Henry
Yeah,
Rollins is the
Amazon
man,
woman,
dude.
7 foot tall Pai Lee, just beasting it up on people.
Did they talk about how Aang died and like
They
how?
haven't. They haven't.
Uh,
He died of old age, probably. I mean, he was like
mhm.
190 years old.
Yeah,
Yeah,
apparently he
he's
died in his
usually-
40s.
No, he died 70 years afterwards.
Well, 70, I guess.
He was probably like 82, 83 years old. If you skip the 100 years that he was in stasis, he
Yeah.
was a 12-year-old kid during Avatar: The Last Airbender, and then 70 years after that is when Korra happened. So he was probably about 82, 83 years old when he died.
Oh, that's reasonable.
Yeah, no, he wasn't young. I mean, he lived a long, full life, had 3 awesome kids.
Was a
You know,
bit of a bad father.
he was a good father to an extent.
Didn't really care about the non-bending kid. Cared about him a little bit.
Yeah, well, he named him Boomy, which is is enough. And I do like that they named one of the characters Mako after the voice actor who originally did Uncle. And the fact that Uncle is still in the show is awesome.
Yeah. But when you name your kid Boomy, you're kind of putting all in that this kid's going to be an earthbender.
And
If
that
he turned out to be an airbender,
Yeah.
you just messed up.
yeah, that and he's nuts too. They stuck true to Boomy's character from the original series of him being absolutely insane, and just letting it go with it, which was great because Boomy was probably one of my favorite characters.
Oh yeah, definitely. He was really goofy, but he's a really powerful bender.
And he was old. He was the same age as Aang, 112.
He was 112 years old. He was nuts. I love that lettuce leaf. Yeah. Okay. You have to watch the show to know that one.
I don't know anything about the show, guys. Sorry.
Kelly,
It's okay. Yes.
what do you think about this? Origin said they were starting a new thing where every game they would have some sort of game trial time. So whether it be short as like even 20 minutes to see what kind of FPS you get on the game.
I tried it out for Titanfall, and I ended up buying Titanfall for $16. You can get it right now on Gamersgate for $16 if you want to get a hold of it, and it's still fun to me. I don't care what anybody says about it. The game is fun. Nothing like hopping in your Titan and running over 5 pilots in a row, and laughing as you crush them.
I tried it today, Titanfall, for the 48-hour free trial. My gun doesn't show up, and I don't know how to fix it.
Update your drivers.
I will do that.
Yes.
No idea how to fix my gun. I'm like, it's not there.
Plants
So, does their
Got it.
game had an update at all? Because you could probably always just downgrade or remove the update and then try to re-download any updates that it had too.
That's a good possibility too.
So I am slowly, very, very slowly buying PC parts to build my first PC because, as Kelly knows, I complain a lot on the show how everyone can play these PC games and I can't. So I've been trying to build my own PC, and I was wondering, since I haven't started yet, what should I start with? Like, what's the first thing? Like right off the bat, buy this, then this, and this, and this.
Motherboard, RAM, and processor.
Yeah, get the GPU last because you want the new ones are about to come out, so
Yeah,
you can get
and-
the 700 series cheaper.
Find a good.
I'm a fan. I don't know. I do like looks. I actually, to be honest with you, I scout a tower first.
Okay, no, that's a solid thing. I can agree with you on that, Sim. The tower, I would definitely look at the tower, and then go from there because you have to make sure you have enough room to put all your shit in.
Yeah, I
True,
mean,
true.
it just kind of gives you what you're working with. Maybe there's some additional ports in the tower as well.
So
some
And
overheads or
I bought
something?
my PC all at once, and I probably should have done it in parts, but I saved up and just bought it all at once.
I currently the only thing I'm missing for my new PC, CPU, GPU, and motherboard. I have the case right here, which I highly suggest Thermaltake. I know some people are going to tell you to check out other cases and stuff like that, but Thermaltake makes a solid case. Both of my computers, besides the one that's sitting right here, are Thermaltake. This is just a pre-built HP that I put parts in. And I have my power supply, my stick of RAM, and my hard drives and stuff like that. I just need the other three main components to make it all work. But this, I like the Commander MS1. It is a nice case. It's got plenty of room. It's got plenty of breathing room. You know, you can put fans all over it if you want to, and it looks pretty.
Can
I went with a Bit Phoenix case because it was $50 on sale, and I was like, that's the one.
I paid I paid $50 for that, not on sale.
what's everyone's battle station look like? You guys got? Can you show it off?
I don't have a battle station. I have a laptop, so it's not really.
Let's see.
That's why I'm building one.
Okay, this is the one I put together for fun. That's my current PC. It's sitting, of course, you know, completely ghetto. The one I put together for fun is sitting on top of my main PC.
Whatever, it's working.
There's the monitor for it. Here is my secondary monitor
Whoa!
and my primary.
Oh, the doctors.
Yep.
There you go.
Oh, there's my first mic.
Is that a sock?
Yeah, it's two socks actually. It's two tube socks.
You know why. You already know why.
Yeah, that's right.
Put it off.
You
I
get
don't need to see it.
It's one off. It's one on.
It's a very.
And then I have my dynamic with the stand right here, and then you know, my headset.
Okay, so now Sim.
You're gonna close your laptop to show us?
Dun, dun, dun.
Oh, this will work. Hold on. Let me. I'm gonna turn off my camera here for a second, so I can move this shit around without you guys getting all dizzy and shit.
Got it.
Oh!
It's getting swatted.
It's getting swatted.
If you swat me, I'll have so many.
I'm not resisting.
I swear that is legal. I promise.
I have a card.
I have stress issues.
I think this will work.
My girlfriend took my dogs.
Man, my vacuums.
Oh crap! I gotta sign in. Hey, can somebody put a comment on the chat, or not in the chat, on the actual comment section, saying that if you leave a question in the comments, I will try to read them before the show's up.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's the box, and I get the brick next to it, and then whoops,
Ooh.
There's some stuff.
27
Yeah.
and a 23.
Nice.
And the Cowboy Bebop. That's it. That's about it.
Well, that isn't too bad.
Nope. Everything else is really needs to either be put together. Whoa!
You shrunk a little.
Cool. Everything else needs to be put together. I put it in the living room.
Sim, what do you think of the new
Holy
League of Legends
shit.
map?
Fucking blonde, dude. It is. It is. I promise you, it does not look this way in a mirror. I played Ascension, and it's alright.
No, I'm talking about the Summoner's Rift update that's coming later this year.
Oh, the new graphic.
Yeah.
I think it'll be a nice change. We'll see how it plays. Hopefully, nothing's not buggy, any of the grass or anything, any of the elements. But it seems to be that they have a track record for two thing being kind of buggy for one hero or one person's able to do something that can change the game of some sort. I don't know. Someone can teleport or rush through a certain part of it that they couldn't do it before. So, I mean, we'll see what it comes out. But I'm excited. Any type of change like this is cool because there's no mechanical change to the game. It's just let's try something different, you know. So and they've been doing that for a while, and I think that's a pretty cool thing too. That constantly just free updates, free content, and it's really cool.
I still can't get into LOL at all.
Yeah, it's definitely not for
I even
everybody.
tried. I even tried. I can't do it.
Mm.
Wait, what are you guys talking about?
League of Legends.
Oh,
Can I
see, my roommate he plays StarCraft, so I don't know about League of
StarCraft.
Legends.
Love that
can
game.
I ask though? The Worlds tournament is coming up soon for League of Legends.
Yes.
Though you guys may not play it at all, is there any interest to watch it? This is definitely one of the largest viewed video games right now, if not the
Majority of
largest.
the time when I'm watching any type of those type of games, my main concern is how can they type so fast, and how can they like their player movements is just so fast. I'm like, how do they know what they're doing? I don't know what's happening.
The mechanics are definitely a lot to take in, especially when there's a battle happening because it's a 5 versus 5. There's a lot going on, and it happens in microseconds.
Yeah.
You know, where just the reactions from everybody, because it's all just it just happens. Everyone feeds off each other. They did this, so I do this, and then they do this, and then it's just constant counters, and it's amazing to watch. But when it's picked off enough to where it's kind of like on a spotlight, and you can clearly kind of see the play, those are really rewarding as well. Seeing just kind of the juke or the outplay part, and just seeing that on a different level is fucking awesome to see, man.
Well, Sim, I love the game, so I will be watching every single game. And if I had the money, I would be on a plane to South Korea to watch it in person.
I would.
Speaking of South Korea, I watched this documentary a little bit ago. I forgot exactly the name of it. They actually live streamed it on Twitch, but it was about a bunch of StarCraft players.
Oh,
And, like,
I know what you're talking about.
yeah, and I was watching that, and that's real. That's pretty intense. Like ever since they're like 12 or 13, they're put in the team house and just play like every single day, and that's why they're so good.
That's on a different
State of
level.
Play if anybody wants to watch it.
League has its documentary coming out too, Road to Worlds.
Yeah, part 3 comes out tomorrow, I think.
Did anybody?
Yeah, that's pretty interesting to watch.
Did anybody watch Free to Play?
I did.
Came out on. You did? Okay, because I started watching it and then I had to go to work, and I never got back down to watching
Wait,
it.
is that like an indie game type?
Oh, it's
No.
Dota 2.
It's about the Dota 2 World Champions in
Oh.
2011. I think was it 11?
Yeah, 2011.
Yeah, and it was actually pretty cool because they followed like one person from each team, and about their life, and it was I thought it was pretty cool.
Yeah. It was for the Chinese guy. It was really sad because his parents were like, "You need to stop, or we are kicking you out."
It's a different life, man.
It is.
Like holy shit, it's a different life, and
Yeah.
it's one that you would think, because at one point you would think while playing a game you'd be like, you know what, it would be pretty cool to just like fucking do this all day, and then even like the slightest taste of it, you're just like, well, this is actually a fucking lot. And then these guys, they've almost, like, some people will say they'll dedicate their lives, some people would say that they ruin their lives because of this too,
Yeah.
because they are sacrificing a lot doing this.
What do you do afterwards?
Go back to school.
Yeah. Well, it's like what's his name? Scumper Jumper.
Scumpy?
Scumpy.
Optic Scumpy. I follow him on Twitter because I don't even know why I follow him on Twitter. I think he said something randomly, and I figured I'd follow him. That and his
I
girlfriend.
follow everyone on Optic.
Yeah, his girlfriend is
Anyways, it's like, what the fuck is he gonna do after all this? After this all dies out, is he seriously gonna try to be a 40-year-old guy playing Call of Duty as a profession? I mean, I hope he's going to college. I really do.
I think that's the next step for all of those programmers. Like, I don't see what else you could do. I guess game design, maybe.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you're pretty much putting yourself into that role for the rest of your life, and how else are you going to feed off of it? You could do streaming or some sort of source news, or I mean, but ultimately, the easier road would be to try to find a contract with something else.
Yeah.
That would, I mean, give you that, you know. But that's what it is.
Yeah.
You don't really have a discernible skill to anything.
But if, like, say, League lasts 5 more years competitively, where they can make money and live off of it, that means they would be put at like 26, 27 with no work experience at all.
Well, and
Starting out as
oftentimes
an
too,
18-year-old at 27.
you're right, and oftentimes giving someone of that age that much money, it will not be invested wisely. Let's just say
Oh
that.
God, no.
No, of course not.
So a lot of that
Give,
will get wrapped up real quick.
give an
Maybe
18-year-old 250K. They're gonna go crazy.
yeah, and they'll acquire debt from it too, and that will just come back to eat them in the ass a little bit later too.
There was a StarCraft player who got he went to jail. He won three $50,000 tournaments. Didn't pay taxes on any of it.
That's
Wow.
insane.
Yeah, that's actually to pay taxes for that shit, dude.
Yeah, income.
Yep. They tax the shit out of everything nowadays. Oh, look, you got a gift of $50. We're going to need at least 25% of that.
Well, you got a birthday card for $20. Give us money.
Yep. We're going to have to tax that. I'm sorry. I don't know, man. It's getting a little ridiculous.
Here's something ridiculous. A lot of local news coming out of Detroit.
Eminem him again.
No, the Batmobile has been stolen.
Yes, I saw that, and apparently it's not the only one. Apparently, several replicas of the Batmobile have been stolen in Detroit.
Bane's collecting his army. He's building his army.
Well,
he needs the weapons.
what do you want me to say, dude? Like, you know, it's real. Maybe can you guys like, hey America, can you help us out here, please? Like, we've been living this for a while. You guys just constantly like ignore us. It's getting real rough, man. We're gonna need some help.
Why would America help you? You're not part of the country anymore.
Pretty much, right? Because Canada doesn't want us either.
Maybe Mexico. Maybe Mexico. We'll take Detroit. We'll take that little section.
No, we're off on our own, man. It's Detroit life is rough, man. These people here are fucking it's weird. Anyway, there's another one that says a marijuana smell on a Michigan kindergartner leads cops to dad's homegrown pot. So a kindergartner would be coming into school just reeking like weed pretty much every day. And when the police investigated, they found out that the dad had just been growing a whole fucking bunch, just weed, and just letting his kids just play amongst the trees. Fantastic.
That's a pretty cool
There's
dad.
nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. Just go and play. Whatever. Go.
Just make sure you don't hurt the plants now. Daddy's got to pay bills this month.
Well, would you penalize this guy for anything? Would you charge him with anything?
No,
kid
hell
or
no.
the dad?
I would employ his ass in the government. Okay, legalize him as a marijuana grower.
Oh, apparently he is. Apparently everything checked out, completely legal, and pretty much they're just saying, hey, yeah, that sucks, but I guess my kid's just gonna have to come to school smelling like marijuana.
See, that's
There's nothing you can do about it. It's his job. I mean,
Well, guess what, Miss So-and-so? I don't like your coffee breath, bitch. What you gonna do about that? Huh?
maybe we're gonna have to get you alcohol tested.
Yeah.
Yep.
The hell's wrong with you?
Man, they okay. See, in some aspects, I understand that the whole checks in school for guns and drugs and stuff like that. I
Yeah.
get it. But I was 16, and a dog. They brought a drug dog in, and he hit my jacket, and I'm sitting here going, "Wait a minute. When's the last time I had smoked some pot?
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't in this jacket. Okay, is this the shirt? No. And it dawned on me. The year before, this is how like crazy gunpowder is. The year before, I had taken that jacket to a turkey shoot. Shoot at the target. Whoever gets the most, closest to the thing wins turkey. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And I had taken it off that night, and put it in my closet, and didn't put it back on for another year. That day, and they hit me because of the dog hit it, and I'm sitting there going, it's been in my closet for the last year.
Were you wearing the jacket at the time? Because that would have been terrifying.
No, it was in the room. They told us to leave our backpacks and our jackets in the room.
At my school, last year, I go to a white suburban neighborhood school. Maybe 75 black people in the whole school. We had maybe 6 bomb threats in the course of 3 months.
Oh, I hated bomb threats.
And we were out of school for we would be out of school for 2 hours at a time, sitting at the football stadium.
Yeah, see that was fun the first 2 times. After that, it just got fucking annoying.
Yeah, real annoying.
Well, it was annoying the first time because it was December, and I live in Maryland, so it was cold.
Oh. Yeah, see, I did it in South Carolina, dude. It was just hot as hell. So
Hey, what's good on the PlayStation Store right now? What should I be buying?
Um,
I have no clue. My PlayStation is a Netflix machine.
I'm gonna look it up right now
PlayStation.
because I'm really I'm about to turn in 2 games, and I think because there's no really game that I want to buy right now, I think I'm just going to get PlayStation points and just buy some shit on the network. But I don't know
um,
what to buy.
the free games for this month were pretty cool.
Velocity
Yeah.
and what was PS3 was Horde, and
Tearaway
Oh,
is coming.
okay.
they
Okay,
have Battle Royale too was free on PlayStation 3.
I wish that was on
Awesome.
PS4.
What does anybody know what this whole Gamergate thing is with
Yes.
Phil Fish? What is that about?
So, Forbes wrote an article saying that it was I think it was 80% of gamers are awful people, like misogynistic, racist, homophobic,
Wow. The
You
media.
just explained
awful
me, so
people.
what's your point? No, I'm joking.
Just awful people, and uh, people got upset. But the biggest person was Boogie 2988, and
Yeah.
he talked about it, but he really didn't talk about it. So it just made it seem like it was a bigger deal than it actually is.
He's
Like he mentioned it, like it
Boogie's a big voice in the community now,
Yeah,
huh?
Boogie's a really big voice, and like before I just like I literally when I saw the first video I ever saw of him, I didn't even know it was him. It was like the Francis Rage video about Mountain Dew and like him smash X. And I literally thought that like my friend shared that to me, and I thought that was just like a fat guy getting mad. So I was like, I'm gonna share this with my friends. But it wasn't until like this year when I found out that who Boogie actually was, and I subscribed to him just to see like what else he would have. And he has some really good points about the community, and everyone likes the fact of he'll come out and say like especially around when the Xbox One, the PlayStation 4 were dropping, he accepted both consoles from both companies, and he was talking about one, he's talking about the other, and then they would say that he's biased towards one or the other, but then he would just slam it the next day, and it would just be like a back and forth. I think that's why people like Boogie, because
I,
he's loyal to PC, but then he understands people who play consoles.
I think my favorite thing was Francis' rant about the two consoles, and he goes through this whole thing about the pluses and the negatives and ranting about it, and at the end of it says, at the end of the video, he's like, and besides, everybody knows PC rules, and then that's the end of the video. And in the chats, people got so fucking butthurt over that comment. His fans, they get butthurt over little comments like that are made to be jokes. He actually made an apology video the next day about the joke.
Really?
Yeah,
So-
and I'm sitting here going, wait a minute, that was an awesome joke. That was awesome, dude. Don't apologize if people are gonna get butthurt. Tell them to go ahead and put a penny liner on and get on with their day.
Yeah.
So
Definitely.
for the Zoe Quinn thing, the reason how Gamergate all started was Zoe Quinn is an independent game developer. She made a game about depression, and then to get that game to have good reviews,
What is
she
that game
slept with,
called?
Depression Quest.
Yeah.
Depression
Yeah,
Quest? Okay. To get that game
Depression
to have
Quest. The fuck?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't know what the game was, but go ahead.
continue.
For the game to get good reviews, she slept with game reviewers at Kotaku. I think it was Kotaku and IGN.
Right.
And then that got out, and people destroyed her. Like everything you could say about a woman who they said it, and that
Yeah.
just started the whole thing that gamers are evil, mean people.
I hate to say it, but she was just using what she had to get the game out there. I can't blame her.
And I'm sure that reviewer had no.
Conspiracy.
Let me see what this girl looks like.
What is her name again?
Zoe Quinn.
Zoe Quinn. She's not bad, but yeah, it's called Quinspiracy. Is the whole epidemic is what that's called. Wow. Yeah, that's whatever, man. You mad that she didn't sleep with you, bro? Is that what's going on?
I know, man. I'm not.
Honestly,
Oh no, everyone who's
I-
calling her out.
I mean,
And
I
that-
understand.
Brilliant
Yeah,
on her.
Oh, never mind. She's not my first
Well,
pick.
No, she's not.
But
When
the
she
thing
played
is
Game
that
Depression, that was that fun.
yeah, like Kelly was saying, she used what she had to get things her way. I mean, everyone. I'm not saying that everyone would sleep with game developers to get what they want, but the fact of the matter is that she did. She went that extra step and was like, my game is going. Everyone's gonna love this game. Everyone has to love this game.
If she's getting me
So-
drunk at a bar and doing that shit, then I don't know.
I kind of like the hair, but everything else is.
Keep it going, guys. I'll be right back.
Oh, whoa! Looks like she gained weight in this one.
Yeah, she did. Took a little bit. Yeah.
That I don't like, and I'm noticing that now that I'm doing the dating app shit. Is that, like, their profile was like okay, and then every time I scroll, they gain 10 pounds. It's like what the fuck, dude? You're
If
fat.
with those apps, look at the picture quality, and then you can see how long ago it was taken. Or just
Yeah,
look at
like-
what kind of iPhone they're holding. If they're holding a 4, maybe it was taken a little long ago.
Yeah, I just say fuck.
Especially
holding
if
a
the
flip
pictures,
phone,
if
it's
they
not the-
upgrade phones. If they upgrade phones between pictures, then you know they'll picture. You know she's lying to you.
Right. Oh well.
So,
It's-
we're on the dating scene now, right? You're on like Plenty of Fish, you said.
Yeah, that's what I've been using.
So has there been anyone who tried to contact you that was like dead ugly, and that was just like someone you would never even talk to? How'd that go?
There's been a few that have messaged, and I just
Are you
don't
worried?
message- I just don't message them back.
Are you
Worried about
worried
what?
that Champ Stamp is going to recognize you and then try to catfish you?
I think he is. Anyone could be doing it, but no. I mean,
You're smart enough to figure out if you're being catfished.
I asked for a pic. I'm just like, okay,
And
get this going.
And the one thing I don't understand, I mean, sorry to cut you off, but the only thing that I don't understand about the whole catfishing thing is that with today's technology, I could find out who you are. I'm sorry, you can't just be like, oh, here's a picture of me, or I don't have a webcam. You don't have everything is a camera now. There's no
No, but
possibility that
my
I can't
camera
see you.
broke and I can't get to Best Buy.
Yeah, you kind of don't know
I
what you're
love you,
getting.
Swayze. Don't do this to me. See, that's how you get them to hold in. That's how you hold them in.
Yeah, totally.
I can't get to Best Buy. My camera broke.
What
Well,
happened?
it's been 2 years. Why haven't you been to Best Buy? I just can't get there.
Is the iPhone 6? Its camera has a stability thing built into it,
Yeah.
Really?
so that's something new, I guess.
This is for iPhone. Every other phone has it though.
We got
Exactly.
one more question. I'm going to answer this real quick. If you could pick one of the PKA hosts to become a host on this podcast, who and why? I wouldn't want one of those suckers on here. What are you talking about?
If you were talking about previous hosts, I would like Wings because he was on here the first time I was here, and we were cool people together.
Jordy.
I think your best chance is with Kyle. I mean, not your best chance to get him on. I think he would be the best choice.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. The thing about what he says about Kyle.
No,
is
Woody
true.
would do this. He would just cut you off just like that. That's what would happen.
And then he'd sit there and twitch if you were talking.
Uh,
Sorry.
That was messed up.
Yeah, that was pretty low. But I think that what they say about Kyle is very, very true. How he can just blend with any crowd. There's never been a time where I've seen the new Kyle that came out that said he was FPS Russia, where anyone hated him because there's nothing he really says that would get on anyone's nerves. And if he does say about it, he'll stick to it and he won't apologize or change anything. And that's why people love him so much.
There was a
he's
video
so
where he
relatable.
called somebody a dirty Mexican, and he stuck with that. He defended himself calling somebody a dirty Mexican, and no one could get mad. No one was mad about it.
what
He was
the
like,
hell?
It's true. He was a dirty Mexican.
I've actually been to his house before, and I never met him because he was with his girlfriend. But Kitty is awesome. I like PayPal Kitty. She is freaking cool as shit. Seriously.
Is she like handy? Like is he what's wrong with her exactly? I know she has like a condition.
Severe case of rheumatoid arthritis and a couple of other things. I'm not sure the whole story, so I'm not going to say any more than I believe, if I remember what she told me, it was like a severe case of rheumatoid arthritis.
Yeah, she can walk, but if it's going to be too long, then she's going to sit down. Like she's not going to be standing up for too long.
But
You're lean or sit down or something.
But she's probably she's a really cool person.
She is. Absolutely. She was awesome. She was funny because, you should come back and visit him again before he leaves. And I looked at her and said, I won't, because he won't re-invite me.
Yeah.
And he didn't, but that's okay. I looked at her right in the face. I said he won't re-invite me, but that's okay.
Yeah, that's
That's Jordy. But
just
I
calm.
don't. Yeah, I don't expect much from him. He's still my friend, and I'll still be there for him. And I still call him periodically to make sure he's alive. And he still ignores my phone calls, which is fine.
I had some feels for Wings this week when
I've always
his
had to.
Facebook post where he posted everything that was wrong, and it was like
Oh,
a 12. And I was
yeah,
like,
I actually
oh,
made it. I
Wings.
made a video about that. About saying
View whore.
if no, no,
Sorry, go ahead,
no,
go ahead, go ahead.
no. Okay, and I'm gonna defend myself just with this. All right. So originally I made a video about Wings the day after my first Sub Sunday, and I was talking about how amazing of a person he is, having talked to him even off the air, and how he kept talking to me for like an hour and a half, and how he wanted and how I said my family reunion is gonna be in the South. If I could swing by your house, that would be cool. And he said, "Come on down. Give me your address or something like that." And I thought that was pretty cool. So I made a video about him the next day. And then basically during the whole time I've been kind of like talking about him and stuff like that. So I haven't been view whoring. I just appreciate him as a person, and I want people to understand not to hate him because I love him as a person. I think he's a cool
I,
guy.
I've
Even though
only spoken to I've spoken to Wings twice. I played Bad Company 2 with him in 2011, and
Wow.
we got into a helicopter.
He's got this shit like marked out. He's like, Dear Diary, today I played video games with Jordy Jordan, aka Wings of Redemption.
We got
This
into
is
a
the greatest
helicopter.
day of my life.
We got into a helicopter. I was driving. I got nervous, crashed into a mountain, and he kicked me from the.
I believe I am the only person that can get away with doing stupid shit when we play video games. He will yell at me. He will threaten to kick me off this or kick me out, but he never does.
There have been times where I have been at like the bottom of the leaderboard, like the lowest score or something like that, and he is yelling at like the second to bottom.
Exactly. There are certain people he'll yell at a little bit, but he won't kick you out or anything, and it's like
Just
I think
like
me and
I'm
Sim
not,
are one of them.
it's like I'm not doing a whole lot, but that's kind of what he argues. Like that's it. That's just it. Though, Sam. You're not doing anything that would make me yell at you just because you're just kind of sitting in a corner being a bitch for the game.
Yeah, but anyways, all right. So let's talk about something else.
What do you got in mind, buddy?
Well, once again, as I said earlier, if I can reach my goal for my CPU and motherboard by Sunday, I'll stream an address, and the highest donator gets to pick what kind of dress.
Bam. What about what else is in this? Adrian Peterson. Do you guys? I mean,
What is Adrian Peterson?
he's a football player.
Was he the guy who beat his wife?
No, that's Ray Rice.
Okay.
This guy beat his child.
Oh, great.
Yeah. So he already had one kid die last year.
What?
And
Can we just remove this
unrelated.
idiot?
Unrelated.
Okay.
But yeah, I guess it came out that he was whipping his child. I think that's what happens.
With a branch.
Can we
Yeah,
just?
with
Oh,
the
the
switch.
little baby, the 2-year-old,
I don't
Right?
know. If it was that
I don't know how old the kid
young
was.
kid.
I
Yeah,
don't know how old the kid was, but yeah, it was definitely like.
we
know.
need to just remove this person from the gene pool.
How do you guys feel that these people are receiving harsher punishments than those who've been, I don't know, accused of murder, rape, dogfighting?
It's crazy because I live in Maryland, so Baltimore Ravens with Ray Rice. I saw people talk about, and it's crazy that he got kicked off for smacking his wife into an elevator.
I saw that video. That was
Yeah,
one
I
hell
look
of a hit.
Yeah, was that a slap or a punch? It still hurt.
Yeah.
I felt that one.
It was.
But as far as like kids go, that's listen. That woman can stand up and defend herself. Okay.
Not well.
She can. I don't care. She could have got up and hit him back. There is something called the testicles that she could have just went, and that would have been the end of it. Okay. But that
plot
little
changer,
kid.
game changer here. She hit him first.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, see, that's the whole thing. Then how'd she hit him? Did she like full out close?
Like, I think it was up elbow like this right here, like his jaw being right here, and I think she just did that.
Okay. See, that's stupid.
Yeah.
Both of them are idiots.
But it was still like a reaction, like a an attack, I guess. And then he hit her once, he stepped back, and then she charged him, and he just cold clocked her.
Damn.
Out, lights out, done.
Well, like I said,
Whoopi Goldberg even said that, if you're a woman, in today's world, and you're demanding equal rights to everything and equality, gender basis and everything, you can't just go around and like hit fucking people and then expect to be like, oh well, I'm a woman that can't hit back, and then argue that you want equal rights as well.
Yeah,
So if you hit somebody, you're gonna get hit back.
Yes.
That's just...
I agree. But as far as like kids go, nah, that dude, I have no patience for it. I mean, I catch myself. I have my anger issues, and I don't beat my kids. I don't agree with it. I threaten to beat them just for fun.
Love taps.
Don't make me beat you, but they get popped. They get popped on the butt and popped across the head if they need to be.
Yeah, that
stayed in line.
teaches you. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna straight up whip my kids with a branch or anything like that. No, if I'm gonna whip them, it's gonna be with my hand, and it's gonna hurt my hand, including hurting them, because if they're going to be pain inflicted, I better know what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? I can swing that stick really hard, but if I swing my hand really hard, my hand's going to hurt even too. So it's one of those things. You know what I'm saying?
Did they leave? I don't understand why it's a big deal. But did he like leave marks, cutter, like were they cut or bruised? What's happening?
They left marks. He left marks.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't have patience for stuff like that.
Well, yeah, that's kind of where the line crosses, whether you're leaving marks or not.
Yeah. Remove his ass from the gene pool.
Get him out, right? But there's people like that, and unfortunately, a lot of them play football.
Well, yeah, that's the sad part. Well, speaking of removing people from the gene pool, this is an interesting fact. Adolf Hitler, his two nephews, made a pact never to have children to completely end the Hitler bloodline.
Jesus, really?
Yeah. After their uncle did what they did, they both looked at them and said, "We can't continue this bloodline. The family will never be, normal again because of what he did." So they never had kids, and they ended the entire bloodline.
Are they still alive?
No, they're dead.
Okay.
They were in their 70s when they died. Never had kids that they know of, and
maybe. What if Hitler has a kid? What if you found out you're Hitler's kid?
And I hope you learn to not be like your dad.
Wait. What if Hitler's kid was like a humanitarian? That'd be crazy.
That would be awesome.
No, you find out somehow Hitler's kid is Coney and is like father like son.
Hitler's Obama. I knew it, Obama.
I knew you were Austrian, not from Kenya.
Mm-hmm.
Those ideals, those crazy government-changing ideas of yours.
They're a lot of the things that they're doing reminds me a lot of, a warlord.
What do you mean?
Let's start a war. Let's tell everybody in our country that we're not going to go to war, but let's perpetuate this war for almost 8 years now. After I told you there's going to be a lot of hope and change, and then let's push because we want this oil.
Listen, there's a lot of talk that goes into this. A lot of deep, angry thoughts.
There's that political thing that I avoid like the plague. So let me ask this another question here. We're gonna avoid this really quick. Crap, there was a question that was just posted. PK host gonna be Q&A.
Buddy,
Huh?
I didn't know. No, I was saying, I was checking out the movies the other day, and I didn't realize that like all these nothing fucking movies came out. Like, is there anything coming out that's going to be even close to worth watching lately in movies?
Turtles and Guardians of the Galaxy are already out. That's all that matters.
It's old news, though. Dolphin Tale 2. I mean, that's probably it.
You can watch Hunger Games. Watch the dead Seymour Hoffman acted up in that.
Those movies are trash.
Apparently, he didn't finish shooting the movie, so they're CGIing him for his last scene in the movie.
Noise.
That is so stupid.
And no, apparently you can't tell the difference. Apparently, you're not going to be able to know. You won't know.
That
All
is
right.
so stupid.
Can we talk
Some-
about Black Jesus? Have you guys seen? You guys need to watch Black Jesus, man.
No.
You need to you go onto Adult Swim and watch all 6 episodes right now. I think the next one is I don't know, but it's a fantastic show. The guy who did Boondocks
Oh God.
is doing this show. It's live action. It's Jesus living in present day Compton,
Really?
Good, I guess.
as if you were one of the homies. And he's got the dusty robe on and sandals and everything. And he's just kicking it with the homies. Compton.
That is.
what up? Like Buddy Christ. He's just, what up, bro? Yo, man, you come through with that, you know?
Apparently,
I got goodwill towards mankind. What you got, man?
I'll have to look at it. Apparently, Jake the Snake Roberts. We're gonna step it back about 20 years here.
No clue who
Um,
that is.
It's a wrestler.
That's a wrestler, bro.
Never watched wrestling.
You're making me cry, dude.
What about Jake the
Seriously.
Snake?
Apparently, he was in the hospital for like double pneumonia or something like that, like almost dead, and the WWE has been paying for his bills and stuff. Okay, but Doc's found more cancer. Okay, so he had cancer, and he was doing better, and let's see, is out of the hospital following a scary stay for double pneumonia, but during the first public appearance Saturday, he was fighting cancer again. Ow.
Damn,
that's
well,
a shame.
he fucking lived it up. I thought Jake the Snake was dead already, to be honest, if I can just say that.
I did too until somebody mentioned it in the chat, in the comment section.
Yeah, right. I didn't know that he was still alive. So when he said that, and then oh, good for him, he's still alive. And then he told me that news. It's like, oh, maybe not.
Did he come out? Would he come out with this snake?
Yeah, he would come out
Yeah.
with a snake in a bag. It was what was that? A boa constrictor?
Yeah, boa constrictor.
Yep.
Did he ever wrestle anybody with it on? That would have been awesome.
He knocked someone. He used it as a prop.
Yes, it was a prop more than anything.
And
Oh,
yeah,
I thought you were going to say he knocked somebody out with a snake. Like he twirling it
He
around.
would throw snakes at people. I think he often would have like a sarcophagus full of snakes. I think there was one for him and the Undertaker where he had like snakes in the coffin. Just
It was just it.
WWE drama, WWF drama, pretty much.
Speaking of Undertaker, we're going off on wrestling. He's coming up on retirement soon. He's down to only
Was he like
wrestling.
83 or?
He's in his 60s now, I think.
Jesus Christ, dude! Can you
Yeah.
imagine being 60 years old and still wrestling?
He only wrestles once a year.
That's still too much.
That is his deal with Vince McMahon, because
How much does he make in that one night then?
he makes a lot. I mean, he gets a regular, as from what I understand, he gets a regular salary, like
No
throughout the
shit.
year. He gets paid
For
regularly.
one day, huh?
Yeah, because he's the longest WWF WWE superstar there. Whenever he started out with like WCW, and Bischoff said he would never never be able to do anything with him. He was never a superstar. He went over to WWE or WWF at the time.
Yeah.
And then when WCW was taking over and destroying the WWE, and all the superstars were jumping ship, he stayed with Vince McMahon and helped bring the show back into importance. So he's like one of the highest paid wrestlers there.
Yeah, he's a veteran. And then he and Vince McMahon did NWO,
Oh yeah,
and that shit was huge because I got that too.
that was Hulk Hogan also.
The
And Macho Man. Right.
Macho's
the
dead.
WWE, headquarters is actually in my town, and I can actually go there for free, which is actually pretty cool.
I wonder how much, because those tickets already are expensive to go to those things. And then to have the night be the featured night where it's just like, hey, this is the one night where this old dude is going to come back, everybody. Tickets prices have probably
He
gone up.
wrestles at WrestleMania. That's his one match a year. I mean, he does like little like appearances on.
Oh, that's right. He
Raw.
lost in his last one then, right?
That was so stupid.
Was that Brock? Brock Lesnar,
Yeah.
was it?
Brock Lesnar. That was just the dumbest thing in the world to do. They should have just had him finish off Brock Lesnar and call it a day. Because you have any idea how many fans he pissed off with that? A
Probably
lot.
a lot. Yeah.
A lot.
Well, we'll see what happens next year then, huh?
Yeah, it'll probably be a rematch and Taker will beat him. I hope he does.
Undertaker versus Brock Lesnar. That's not even a believable fight for
No, with a
Undertaker to
new
win.
ally.
Yes, it is.
Does Brock Lesnar not look like he looks like in these pictures?
Brock
Google
Lesnar
search?
looks like a freaking steroid addict. What are you talking about?
Yeah, and Undertaker
Like he
does
just
not.
rips phone books for fun.
Yeah, right? See, the thing, though, is Lesnar is all a whole crapload of muscle, but that doesn't... It doesn't count much for the years of experience and stuff like that. I mean, yeah, Lesnar is pretty fast for his size, and he is actually very fast for his size. But I think in like a real, actual street fight, Taker would just take him down.
You heard it here first, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm calling him out.
42. The challenge, Undertaker. You have 48 hours to reply.
Street fight Lesnar, man.
Kelly here just challenged you on behalf of Brock Lesnar. There's one true voice of Brock Lesnar.
That's right. He would take him down. I don't care what anybody says. But it also, the other thing with Taker is he's old, man. He's bad knees, bad back, bad neck. That's what happened to Austin.
Wait,
Steve Austin.
why does this? I just looked at the Undertaker on Google and it says that he's 49. Is that no? There's no way.
Really?
Yeah.
No.
No.
No. He says he's
Oh
49.
my God, he is 49. I thought he was older than that.
I thought he was a lot older than that. Damn, dude. 49?
Wow.
Yeah, he's not that old.
Bro looking good.
Yeah.
He really, yeah. No, that's
That dude ain't got a 4 head, he got a 5 head, dude. Jesus.
This is almost disgusting with the Brock Lesnar picture.
Lesnar looks like just ugly as shit, dude. I don't get why he would do that to himself.
It's the same thing with Batista.
Yeah, but Batista doesn't look that bad. Okay, there's a big difference between Lesnar and Batista, in my opinion. That and Batista can actually act.
Yeah, that was surprising.
That is very surprising. In Guardians of the Galaxy,
I didn't
nothing
know that was
goes
him
over
until
my
you said
head.
it. Till you said it.
You did not know that was Batista?
I didn't. The whole time I was like, oh, that guy's cool.
Yeah,
Never
dude,
knew.
that's Batista.
I thought he looked pretty good in that role, didn't he?
He did, and his acting was great. It was I have to say it was great. It was like, nothing gets over my head. My reflexes are too fast. I catch him. It's like, what?
No, that was the perfect role for that. That
It
was,
was.
I loved it. That movie was so great.
It was, and then at the end,
No,
Star Killer,
no.
and he's
Yeah.
like, yes.
Yeah.
No, I'm not gonna listen to this. I didn't see the movie yet.
Oh, really? Oh, it's a fantastic movie, man. You'll love
Yeah,
it.
dude. That part at the end when they did that thing, and the what are you doing?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was great.
Yeah. And no spoiler, but then when Iron Man flew in and blew everything up, that was awesome.
I know,
Out of
right?
nowhere.
Fantastic, man. So, didn't expect it.
No, now you guys are just messing with me.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Batista is not nearly as disgusting as Lesnar, dude. He's not as big, and he honestly has a better shape. Where Lesnar is everything up top. Everything is up top. He's got chicken legs down there.
Look at the shoulder muscles. I don't know what that's called, but that almost looks like it hurts him.
Who, Lesnar?
Yeah. And the picture I linked?
Yeah.
That
It
looks
was
like it's
fucking-
painful.
He looks like an idiot.
It looks like an arm. It looks like he has two arms coming out of his neck.
Yeah, basically.
Those deltoids?
I think they're traps. No, the traps are the one. I don't know. But he has two arms coming out of his neck, which is disgusting.
Wow, he's married with 3 kids.
Good for him.
Batista?
No, Brock Lesnar. He's married to Sable,
I have to Google that.
one of the WWE female stars. Wow, I didn't know he had 3 kids. Maylin, Duke, and Turk Lesnar.
Oh, he did a good. Her face, but he did a good job.
Hmm. Well,
Wild.
Fuck
Huh.
that, man. Brock Lesnar.
I don't know. Anyways, we gotta find something to end it on besides Brock Lesnar's hideous face.
Woman charged with sex attack on sleeping man.
What?
What? How was
Woman
that
charged
bad?
with sex attack on sleeping man. A Seattle woman has been charged with raping a man who told the
That's
cops
possible?
he awoke in his bed to find his attacker sexually assaulting him while she had his hands pinned down, according to a police report.
I'm sorry. I wouldn't file charges. I'd be like, yeah, baby.
You haven't even seen the chick yet.
All right, drop a link.
Ooh, yeah. You should do that. But the thing
Drop
is that you'd never hear sexual assault on a guy unless he was ugly.
Yeah. Let's see.
Whoa, I don't know.
I mean,
I mean, in the
That's sexual assault. Like,
here we go. At 2 a.m., the man told cops he awoke to find the 5'7", 240-pound lady, also I won't say her name, on top of him. The victim said that his erect penis was inside her, who had the man's hand pinned down over his head. Unquote.
Told him to be quiet. Nice.
It wasn't her, it was the name, but I'm not dropping her name. But
how did
he
she
believes that
how did he not wake up?
Yeah,
while she
how-
was-
the chick is an acquaintance who lives in his duplex, and she is the drug user in the area as described by the rapee. He fell asleep. He fell asleep very hard due to a long day.
I don't care how tired I am. I'm gonna wake
When
up
questioned
and
by cops, she denied knowing the victim and said she did not recall being at his home or having sex with him. She said that she has a mental illness and suffers from bipolar disorder and psychosis.
Hey, let me pull you aside. Did you rape this person? And then what did you tell them? Oh, well, I don't recall raping that person. It's just like, oh, okay, well, she doesn't recall.
She doesn't. Of course, it didn't happen. No, definitely.
She can't recollect it. Yeah.
All right, imagine the same story, but it was a man.
Oh, he's
Imagine
gonna
him
be there
saying
forever.
that same thing. That same thing.
Okay. All right. So,
Doing that.
Sim, how would you? We're gonna end it with this last question. Sim, how would you respond if you woke up and your hands were tied above your head and you were currently being sexually forced to have sex with a woman?
To be honest, now that I think about it, even though that it is sex, I would go fucking nuts just because you're dealing with that level of crazy. Like,
Yes.
when there's a crazy woman involved, dude, then it's scary as shit because people
Yeah,
are
but it's so
capable
much fun.
of the weirdest and psychotic things. It's scary. So
And then
yeah, you
STDs
got
go through
laid.
your head.
Oh yeah, that could be it too. Then you gotta go get checked out. Because why would she put a condom on?
And then you have like 6 months until you find out if you have AIDS. Like
Mm.
you're just waiting. Like I could have it, and I just don't know.
It's,
All right.
So I guess I would freak out.
Fair enough. How about if it was somebody you knew very well?
Melissa breaks back in and is like, "I gotta have you, Sim."
I mean, that's a tough one. That is a tough one. I don't
You
know.
wake up- no, you
I
wake
mean,
up and
yeah, I might be
break-
willing.
Let's go.
Yeah, I'd be willing. Why not?
Like you don't deserve it, but I'll give it to you.
I'm like, we'll talk about this after.
Yeah.
We're talking about how
let's-
crazy you are right now.
Well,
After-
let's get this done first, and then we'll go have a little chat about what's going on.
Dear, I broke up with you for a reason. That was amazing. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
But next time, at least text if you're gonna get a booty.
Yeah, what are you doing?
What are you doing? All right, Jordan, go ahead, man. What do you got?
I would freak out. I couldn't handle it. No. It'd be like, no, at first it'd be like, what the heck is happening? And then it'd be like, this is kind of a good thing. And then I'm like, STDs, I gotta go.
All right, Daquan.
I think that during the act I'd be very confused, but I'll let it happen afterwards. I'll kind of give her a slow clap because not only did she get in my house, she got in my house, she like took off my pants, I was erect, and she got the whole deed done without me waking up, and I'm a light sleeper, so I'd be like, you know what?
You know what? You some sort of
be like-
special ninja.
I'd be like, as soon as you untie me, I'm gonna go take a shower. Bravo, though. I'm gonna get some Ajax and take care of this real quick.
Go get a penicillin shot, maybe.
Exactly. So, but yeah, all right. On that note, I gotta end it. I gotta go rejoin the human race. Stop talking to digital people.
You're all fake. You're all fake. Every single one of you. All three of you are all fake.
So everybody who showed up to Sub Sunday, I'd like to thank you guys. You guys rock. Thanks for watching. Thanks for the comments. Thanks for leaving a like. So if you guys leave a like and or comment on the thing you want us to answer a question afterwards, we'll check it out in the comment section and try to answer a question as much as possible. Cole over here is my second host, so he gets to finish it tonight.
Okay, so thank you guys for coming out. I like to thank every single person out there for watching Sub Sunday, and thank you, Kelly, for having me on as the host. I promise I will not leave like the other ones. I'll be here the longest, and that's what I'm saying right now.
I'm starting to feel like Woody on this damn show here.
But see you later, everybody.
See ya.
Peace.